talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes, commenting, and subscribing. You hear me? Okay. Well, hey, bitch. It's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I got a chance to go back and rewatch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I actually skimmed through it, all right, because I already got into it over there on the Patreon, but I had to bring it over here to the YouTube so we could just chat about it real quick because this was the episode where Sutton pretty much laid into Miss Dory. Girl, it was a mess, okay? Let's start off at the top of the episode where Jennifer Tilly and Sutton link up. They have a chat, and Jennifer Tilly is trying to do like this caviar type of dinner or whatever. And y'all, I've never had caviar, so y'all got to let me know if you've had it. What's your favorite caviar? I might have to slide and try me some. I'm going to have me a real exclusive bougie wougie day where I get me a little piece of caviar, okay? And let me know about the expensive piece. All right, so I can weigh the odds. Because when Jennifer was over there talking about the low end caviar that's orange, I'm like, girl, that's my bracket. Don't shade me, but that may be my bracket, just a little piece, okay? But y'all let me know where y'all can get a good piece of caviar. Cause aren't they like some type of eggs? Let me look that up. Cause I heard that caviar is some type of eggs. And you know, when I had thought about it, I was like, who wants to eat some fish eggs or whatever it was? And I'm like, well, girl, we be eating everything else, you know what I'm saying? Girl, they be up here eating everything else. I was like, what's up with that piece of fish egg? Anywho, honey. Okay, leave it in the comments. All right, let us keep going. So Sutton is, of course, telling Jennifer how she didn't really like how everything went. Y'all know she went over to Dorit's house for Dorit's 4th of July event that she had. And Sutton, honestly, Sutton really didn't want to go. Sutton did not want to fucking be there. So to get there, then she's having to sit around and wait. Nobody's downstairs to greet her. She's the first person there. You know, she gets offended. Now, I don't think Sutton should have got offended for having to wait around because you could have went outside amongst the other guests and sat your ass down. You chose to not go out there and sit in there. Now, I do feel like Sutton could have gotten offended that when Dorit came down, she immediately acknowledged Kyle and didn't really say a whole lot to her yet. But that is because Kyle pulled her away. But when you're on edge, you already don't really want to be there. You're not really okay with the person because of what may have happened the previous time and they haven't talked to you. I do understand why Sutton may have been on edge just a little bit, but still giving Dorit the opportunity because she could have declined the invite. But in Sutton's defense, she still showed up with, I would want to say, I don't know if it was the best intentions, but she was I guess I was going to say a team player, but I'm going to say she was, you know, because of the sisterhood, she decided to pull up to the event and show up for her. And then Dorit just started acting real awkward. In my personal, I did not like how Dorit was like trying to hold Sutton's bag. It made her feel uncomfortable. It made Kyle feel uncomfortable. Kyle was like, girl, let me I'm gonna go outside because this is weird. I'm like, okay, Kyle, we see each other. That's too much. Speaking of Kyle actually has a sit down with her therapist. And when she talks with her therapist, she's really emotional, y'all, because Kyle is lonely. She's alone. All right. Whatever person she was hunching on, hanging with, you know, that led to this separation of her marriage, it seems like that person isn't around like that because who she really, really wants is her husband. Honestly, she wants her family back. She wants things back the way that they used to be. I don't care what Kyle says. That's what it is that I'm believing. I think she's fearful in getting this divorce. And I don't fully blame her. And I don't think that Mauricio is so anxious and ready to get this divorce either. But that's what she's dealing with, and she's super emotional. Now, during the time that she talked to her therapist, she did say something about not wanting to be a single mom or something. And I'm just kind of like, well, explain that. When you say you didn't want to be a single mom, maybe I was misunderstanding it, but I had some questions. And it was really just two. One was, okay, so are you saying that you didn't want to be a single mom previously, which is why you stayed in the marriage so long? Or are you saying that you don't want to be a single mom now when by the time you guys get a divorce, your daughter is going to be done with school, it seems. So to me, I'm like, how are you really going to be a single mom, really? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like he's gonna be super active. Like, y'all let me know. Some people feel like when a woman and a man are no longer together, and that man does nothing for the child, then that's a single mom. And some people might say, well, no, a single mom is just a woman that's not with the guy, period, even though he does do things for the daughter or for the kids or whatever. And I'm like, because that's how I see Mauricio. Mauricio will still continue to be as active of a father now as he ever was, and as he has been. So would that really make you a single mom? I don't know, but then your daughter, she's about to be, what, isn't she like 16? She could be a bit older. She could be 17, 18, not sure. I know they gifted her the car, and I thought they gifted it to her on her 16th birthday, but she's about to graduate. And let's say she's 15, whatever the age is, she's about to damn graduate, girl. Like, it's not that bad of being a single mom when he's going to be heavily active. And here's the other thing. I do feel like even if they got that divorce, I don't see things changing very quickly. I think Mauricio is still going to have access to the home. I do think it's very common for people to get divorces and for the significant other to still live in the house, right? Because they might need to, figure some stuff out financially so they can make that shift. Even though Mauricio is already out of the home, he's living somewhere else. I feel like he's been Cal's safety net for such a long time that she still will allow him access to that home, especially if she has yet to move on with somebody else. And the home may be partly in both of their names. I don't know how that split down will work. And regardless of how it worked, I do think Cal would get the home, and I think Mauricio will continue to have access. Therefore, continuing to be around, coming by, doing stuff at the house for her, checking on his kids and stuff. I just don't think it's giving the single mom, as she may say. I feel like when Kyle talks about her mom being single and stuff, I feel like there was struggle there, just a piece. Now, Miss Girl may have been on Little House of the Prairie. Okay, but it don't mean that was struggling behind the scenes. Okay, but I do feel like that dynamic is different than what she's saying. And y'all let me know your thoughts about it. So I wasn't sure. And I'm like, are you saying that, you didn't want to be a single mom like then? That's why you stayed in it, or now? It don't hit the same, especially if it's based on your mom. But either way, definitely wishing Kyle the best. She also mentioned a situation where, one, she don't know if she want to go and be with somebody else because she may feel like this on her royal oats. And the man said, oh, and you might want to come back. And she's like, I don't really know. Like, maybe just a little piece. I want to come back and be with that man. But hell, he seemed like he happy. He over there hanging out with his friends. He thriving, okay? Well, she said, I'm dancing and emphasizing. I'm dancing and emphasizing. That was Melody's, Tia Mowry's character, Melody, over on the game, okay? And that's what Mauricio is doing. He's dancing and emphasizing. So he seems to be pretty happy out there having a great time, whereas she's in the house, she's sad and everything, and she really doesn't know the true direction of where they're going to go. I don't think she wants this divorce, but seeing him live his best life makes her believe that it is definitely coming at some point very soon. She said when he left, he told her, I never thought that I could live out on my, he said, my fear was always living on my own or something like that. I never thought that I'd be able to live on my own. And she was like, damn, like, I thought you was going to say that you wouldn't be able to live without me. You said about living on your own, so you just don't give a damn about me, huh? All these kids, okay? When all the time that I was loving you, come on, you were busy loving yourself. Hey, it was giving so I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed no tear. No, I'm not gonna cry. No, because you're not worth that. And Miss Ma'am still cried and she still shed those tears, and that's okay. You're hurt. I appreciate you expressing your raw emotion because it's a serious situation. You guys have been together for such a long time, and this is a major transition for you that you likely was not expecting. But for Mauricio to just jump and just be like, all right, I'm out. This was cute. This was cute. Well, do you want me to bring you some clothes? Do you need me to fold your clothes? Don't got everything handled. I'm good. I'm like, Mauricio, you are out here so happy to be in your hot boy phase. It's crazy. Okay? Your bachelor pay. It's crazy. But at the same time, I'm like, Mauricio, were you waiting around for this moment just a little piece? Because ain't nobody marriage perfect. And I honestly, I did not get into the tea of Mauricio on them. I feel like people have been telling me that he was messing around on her or something, and I never knew that. I always thought that man was faithful. But anyway, girl, I don't know. That might be. Anywho, my thing is with people often say marriages ain't perfect and stuff. I don't know what all they went through, but I wonder if he probably was like, when these kids get older, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. Don't ask me for shit. I said don't ask me for eat, mother. I'm finna get out of Dodge, okay? Now, I will show up for you just a little piece, but girl, I'm still leaving. So I wonder if he was planning on leaving her ass anyway, which is why he's so damn happy to get the hell on and go do what he do. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on it. So Bose, we got to talk about her real quick. So Bose is getting ready to meet with a fertility specialist, and when she meets with this fertility specialist, we learned some things, and what we learned is that Bowles has about what they said 4 to 6 eggs in there. I think that was good in comparison to the number that she said women typically have at that age, which I think she said is 0 to what, maybe 2 or something. But for Bose to have that meaning, I think that's awesome. I think that's fantastic for her. What I do not like in my personal, and it's just me, guys, I just don't like, to me, the uncertainty with her man. Like, yeah, you guys go together, y'all hang out, y'all do stuff, but he obviously doesn't want to be rushed. And I don't think that he should be rushed. I think him marrying you should definitely be something that he ultimately wants to do. I don't think he should be forced into that. But the problem is the time frame that you have for yourself. And I just don't know if he's going to show up for you the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna show up within the time frame that you want him to. And now you're trying to have a child with this man, and you guys haven't even said, "Oh, I love you" or whatever. Not much advancement, but we're talking about something very serious, which is having children. And for me, I just hope that Bo's wanting kids is more so for her and not for him. Okay, that's just what I said. Like, it's okay to want it with that person, but what I'm also saying is, if you guys do not make it down the aisle as you desire, are you still going to have that same desire to have a child, and likely with somebody else? Are you going to be okay with it, or are you doing this, putting your body at risk solely for just this person that will want kids? So let me know some balls, okay? Let me know what's going on. I'm not a fan of it, but I like you, so I support you, and I wish you the best of luck. So good luck. Now, Dorit and Bose are getting ready to head over to the event that Jennifer Tilly is doing. And in the car, of course, they're talking about Sutton and how she chose to leave. And Dorit feels like she was looking for any reason to leave. And that could be true. After, she had to wait forever. And then after, she wasn't fully acknowledged once you got downstairs, maybe she was looking for a reason to get the hell out, but continued to say, I'm gonna stick around, because I feel like at one point Sutton talked about leaving. I feel like she may have said that, but then Kyle walked up. So you could be right. Okay, so it is what it is. But Dorit is at a place where she's like, they pretty much want to hold Sutton accountable for, whatever the situation was, her leaving out, calling Dorit a bitch or whatever the case is. And I'm like, girl, little do you know how Sutton finna wear your ass out. Let's keep going, all right? So Dorit, I did not like the fact that you did not participate. And I don't care anything about what you said about, oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know about this or that. For a woman that's all about fashion, you did not see where they told you what they want you to wear. You just didn't want to be a team player in that moment. And I kind of slick feel away. Girl, we all got to put these gowns on, cute or not. Okay, you should have put yours on too. You just do what you want to do. But anywho, honey, so as they're sitting down and they're waiting, Sutton's drinking on some water, and Dorit's like, "Are you drinking on water?" And Sutton's like, I can't drink water. And she was like, well, girl, I'm just trying to figure out, does this have anything to do with what happened at the house the other day? Yes, BITCH. And you know that. You know that it has something to do with what happened at the house. That's why she's drinking on that water. And Sutton wants to make sure that she breaks away from the image that you guys are trying to put on her. You guys, in quotation marks, because I feel differently, that you guys are trying to put on her. So she's going to drink water. And I think Sutton's going to be a bit more conscious of that as she's filming, to try to deter people from believing that she is a alcoholic or have alcoholic issues. Or I don't even want to say that, alcoholic or alcohol issues. I'll just say that she often drinks a lot. That's what I'll say, right? But Sutton, baby, you're not fooling me. I do believe that you are a drinker, 1000% true. You talked about your dad's situation, so unfortunate, and he was a drinker. And girl, I literally witnessed Miss Reba. Okay, big Reba, Queen Reba, yes, okay. I saw her go over there early in the morning on more than one occasion, try to get her a drink, whether she had your assistant fixing her one or she was pouring up some tequila or something the other time. So yes, you are your mother's child for sure. The apple does not fall too far from the tree. When Garcelle was comparing you guys with how you handle situations and very particular about things, neither does the drinking. The drinking doesn't fall too far either, okay? So there's that. You could drink as many glasses of water as you want to, but I'm going to tell you now, you better get it together, because just like Shannon thought she was going to pull that shit over there on Orange County, ended up getting her DUI, and then you got Karen Huger. The difference is how the situations was handled, because then Shannon just plead guilty. I don't think she took it to trial. Well, that's what Miss Karen Huger should have done. And unfortunately for Karen, at her age, and she's already so fragile, in my opinion, she about to serve a year in jail. She better pray she does some good behavior, and they're willing to let her out in time for Christmas, or at least in time for the holidays. Hello? Good luck. Okay. I do believe that her attorneys may try and fight for that to shorten her sentence from a year to possibly 6 months of some sort. And baby, that would be a key fucking key. You hear me? Because, and not really a key, because if she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. But what I was gonna say was, if they let Karen out in a month or two earlier or something, or a few months earlier, right? Let's say she did 6 months and she got out basically in the middle or towards the end of filming Real Housewives of Potomac. You know Karen's not trying to lose that check, and they already said they're going to move forward. I may do a separate video on that, but you know Karen's not trying to lose that check. So with that being said, she might be willing to come on camera and go ahead and let them get it out. At like how Phaedra showed up at the end of the season for Atlanta, she may show up for the end of the season if the judge were to let her out. I don't know. Doubt it. But you just never know. The judge may change their mind at a later time when ain't nobody looking. All right. So, and if she got out and she's able to do a little piece of filming or something, I'll go ahead and let them get it out, say what they're going to say. So by the next season, we can move forward to something else. Okay. But anyway, girl, that's a whole nother thing. But Sutton, be careful, be mindful. Because whenever they have highlighted people and their drinking issues, it shows up at a later time. So the real Sutton, in my opinion, is going to show up towards the end of the season or the next season. Right? You're doing all this drinking and stuff, drinking water now because of the allegations, but the real you is going to show up at some point. And if we see you continuing to get drinks and this and that, then we'll see. I mean, there's nothing wrong with drinking. The issue is just drinking responsibly. And saying you got a whole lot of money, as you said, okay, to have a driver. So if Karen Huger, who doesn't have a bag like you, can get a driver, then I know that you could. So I will also say that if she do want to drink herself down to the ground, I just trust that Sutton's gonna get the person. She already got her little chauffeur guy, right? So it is what it is. But I do feel like you may potentially have one. But I understand if you don't want it to be clocked on TV, because that's always the people's issue, right? It's not so much as what you said, but just the fact that you brought it to TV. Okay, so there's that. But anywho, let's keep going. So, of course, Doris like, girl, it's my cup. Like Lil Wayne, like, why are you worried about what's in my cup? It's my cup. All right. And I also feel like Dorit, like, girl, this happened. This is about last week. Like, leave that lady alone. Right. So then Dorit says, well, oh my gosh. She's like, I never know which Sutton I'm going to get. So, of course, Sutton and got sensitive about that. Like, BITCH, I'm already pissed with you. And you keep layering. You keep doing SHI. You keep doing shit. Every time I be trying to, like, okay, we going to try this again. It's something else. We're going to try this again. Then we back here. Okay. Y'all just don't like each other. Can y'all minimize your conversation? Because y'all can't stand each other high key. So they're at the table and they got ready to order something that led to Sutton speaking in French. So, Jennifer's like, oh, look at you talking in French. And then you got Garcelle. That's my girl. Go ahead and do your thing. So she says, Sutton decides to mock Dorit. Something Dorit said earlier that day. She said she can't decide on which person she's going to be or something. And I said, here we go. Here we go. Because Sutton finna get into some things, honey. So she gonna ask Bose, which person are you today or something like that. Like, do you have, how many people you got in you? And she like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? BIT1? But if you want to be particular, I mean, I got like these 4, 5 eggs or whatever in me. Like, if that's what you talking about, that's what's in me. Besides me, like, what the hell? Okay. So then Sutton brings up what Dorit said about the whole person thing, whatever. I don't know which Sutton I'm getting this week, but let me go back real quick. When Sutton asked Bose how many people she got in her or whatever the question was, or which person are you today or whatever, I felt like what she was really saying was, are you going to be a neutral person today, or are you going to jump in when I get at your girl in just a second? Which one you gonna be? So let me read your temperature first before I go in on this. That's what I feel like Sutton was doing. Okay. So then Sutton brings up Dorit, telling her, the whole person, which person I'm gonna get today. And then Dorit tells her, just back off. And I'm like, Dorit, I've been here for you, but in this moment, and Sutton has gotten on my nerves at times, but I have to be honest. Like, in this moment, it's like, how you gonna tell this lady to just back off, but you didn't back off when y'all was sitting upstairs? You asking her about what's in her cup, it's water, the reason why. So you probably should have backed off too, okay? Neither one of y'all is really right in my personal. So Sutton says, I need to say something to you. Okay, so Dorit, baby, I don't know why you did this. It was giving clank, Can we give her the floor? Because she got something she want to say to me, girl. So what you got to say to me? Girl, I hate it because it was definitely giving like a high school Disney movie where a person like is confronting their bully or something, and the bully tries to get the whole school's attention and everybody that's in the hallway because they think they really finna punk the person in front of them. And they got punked. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. I'm just telling y'all the story. Okay. So anywho, so then Sutton says, she needs to tell her something, and Dorit gets everybody attention. So Sutton pretty much snaps on her like, girl, I came to your house to support you, BIT. Not only did I come to support you, but you had me sitting around waiting in the lobby. Okay, Wayne not there because nobody was trying to come see me when you came down. You greeted Kyle. Then when you come to greet me, you want to snatch my bag and this and that. It's just that, Dorit, you got a weird way of, I was going to say flirting, but connecting with Sutton. I know you were joking when it came down to the bag, but I feel like, I don't know, if you enjoy fucking with that lady. I don't know. It was something about it that was definitely like, this is awkward. But anywho, so Sutton feels like, it was a jab. You brought up my drinking and stuff, and I felt like that was a jab because you knew what happened last year. So, I think Dorit was like, I apologize to you about the situation that happened last year and yada, yada, yada. And I'm not the only person that said it. And then Sutton said, yeah, Kyle said it, but she also apologized to me and you did it. And Dorit said, I did it. So they flashed back. And no, ma'am, I'm sorry. That was not an apology. Because baby, Sutton said, and you think that was an apology? I said, uh-huh. Oh my, honey. So then Sutton tells her, that Sutton tells her, I'm sorry, but you need to pick on somebody whose wallet fits. Okay? Now, the way Sutton struggled to get that out let me know that was a read Sutton had been practicing for a minute, and she could not wait to put it out there because she knew it was going to capture TV. It didn't flow off that tongue the way that she wanted it to because she was so eager to get that shit out that she stumbled. But I'm like, Sutton, baby, go ahead on. All right? You've been waiting to put this read out there. Okay? Now, I also feel like this. When you can't beat them, talk about your wallet. When you can't win the argument or the situation, talk about your money. Talk about your wallet. Talk about your tax bracket. Talk about all of that shit. And it's given that Sutton couldn't really beat Dorit in any other department but that financial portion, right? And I don't care. I do not give a damn if she threw her damn wallet in Dorit's face. Just a little piece, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't really. It's okay because I feel like this is a common thing that a lot of people do. I mean, when you lose an argument or whatever it is, you feeling defeated, people start talking about the damn money or whatever. Okay, cool. Have money today, gone tomorrow, whatever the case is. I ain't care about throwing that shit up in the face, just a little piece. Okay, because it's like I'm fucking with these people. But anywho, Erica said, "So you think you bigger than her?" And so it said, "I think my wallet is." Girl, she was over there chewing her ass up. I said, oh my God, this is crazy here. This is crazy. She didn't even know what to say. So, Dorit was like, of course, they're talking about the situation that happened at the house. And Dorit's like, did I call you a bitch or this? And says, oh no, but I should have called you a fucking bitch, girl. And then Bo said, Garcelle said, Now, when Garcelle said that, it irked me a bit. Because for me, and I understand y'all may be fans of Garcelle, and that's absolutely fine. But for me, as I've watched the show, she has been irritating for me, period. That's just how I'm watching the show, okay? And yes, we watch the same show, guys, and we all leave with some different. Okay? I was irritated about that. Some part of me was thinking like when Bo said and Garcelle said it was like, yeah, she did. She said that, and you better not say that to her because if you jump in, then I'm gonna say something too. That's the vibe that I was giving because last time when what's her name, Bo's tried to be, I guess, the advocate for Dorit, Garcelle didn't like that, knowing how much she has stood up for Sutton over time. And I don't care nothing about, she stood up for Sutton when she felt like, she was, her back was against the wall and everybody was jumping on her. Girl, go away from me with this. Because whatever it was, everybody pretty much has conversations. And that she still jumped in. So again, for me, Garcelle jumping in is no different than Bo's jumping in. What it is that Garcelle, let's keep it a buck. Garcelle does not like Dorit like that, okay? She may be okay with her now after their talk, but she don't like that lady like that. So with that being said, she would like to see somebody else pounce on her ass. So it is giving like, yeah, and her and Sutton are closer. So yeah, Bose and Dorit are closer, so Bose is going to have Dorit's back. It is what it is, okay? It's giving pot, meat, kettle. How are you today? Anywho, so Garcelle does jump in and then ask Dorit, well, how about this? See what I'm saying? You didn't want Bose to say nothing, but here you go. Well, how about this? Just apologize and say this or that. So Dorit's like, okay, you think that'll work? Well, let me try it. So Dorit apologizes. Sutton didn't think it was sincere. Dorit says it's absolutely sincere. If you feel like XYZ, whatever it was for me, whether it was sincere or not, Sutton didn't like this. She was not going to accept an apology regardless. Not in that moment because she pissed the hell off. Okay, so it wasn't going to happen. So, anywho, Kyle asked, what do you need from each other? And then Sutton said, oh, baby, I know she can't give me shit. Oh, good, baby. Hold on. Yes, ma'am. That lady says, I promise you that. She can't give me shit. Ooh, girl, she will wear her ass out now. And I'm just not fully mad at Sutton for that. For me, you know what I'm saying? Because there was a time, and y'all know I've liked Sutton for the most part from the beginning. I do feel like there was a time where she may have been like picked on a bit, especially when it came down to Erica. I do feel like they see Sutton as like a weaker person, even though, you know, she got a big ass bag. I think they kind of see her as a weaker person. So for her to like want to throw that shit up in her face, like, yeah, I said it. Now what? Now what we talking about? Like, I ain't really mad at her about that, but anywho, it is what it is, child. So, when Kyle asked what they need from each other, and Sutton was like, "Oh, she can't give me shit," baby. Dorit tried to deflect and start calling out Kyle like it was a problem that Kyle wasn't defending her. He's like, baby, don't come down here with it. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get y'all to resolve, but don't come down this way with it, Bookie Doo. Over here, trying to put me in this your beef. Don't do that. Don't do that. This your beef. Ho, is you okay? Don't come down this way with it, girl. Like, no, ma'am. You stay over there with it, because she gon' okay, I'm not today. Okay, she didn't play with me on my top with a lot of things, but she not finna add me into this beef she got with Sutton when I'm trying to help. I guess I should have just shut the hell up. So Sutton, so Dorit eventually walks off, and she doesn't want to be around Sutton or whatever the case is. She just don't want to be around her. So she leaves. She doesn't leave the facility at first. I think she just leaves from the area, but bitch, I would have walked out, period. Yeah, I would have walked out on her, and all of them. I just would have got my stuff. I'm going to the bathroom or whatever, and I would have just kept going, huh? Girl, I would have accepted the defeat, hun. All right. I did want to highlight Sutton, baby. You did something, and I need you to understand for me, and maybe you guys can help me understand. You were eyeing Dorit like this, like squinting your eyes, like she's supposed to be so threatened of you. The most she's threatened of is your wallet. And so when Erica's like, you think you bigger than her? I'm like, yeah, I don't think you'll be able to handle Dorit. However, I think my wallet is, right? But this whole eye squinting thing that you was doing, like, yeah, like, I'm like, Sutton, baby, you're not a vicious woman. And maybe you are just a little bit, okay? Maybe you are just a little bit. Maybe you can't be vicious with all the coins that you got. But I also don't think that you're a vindictive person. That energy that you were trying to put off, like, it wasn't believable. Although you wore her ass out, it wasn't. You just don't, I don't know. Sutton just doesn't give me an evil person that she was trying to like. And maybe I'm misreading the eyes. Maybe I'm saying evil, but it was a different type of, see, you thought you was going to get, I don't know what her eyes was saying. Like, what's the best term? But it was giving like, okay, Sutton, girl. Whatever it wasn't believable for me, but you definitely got her on that one. I'm with you on that. You got her on that, girl. But that's all that I got, okay? Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I know there's going to be, I'm sure, a lot of back and forth. But leave your thoughts and comments down below. That's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and other social media at JamiThatsMe. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone